After Bulwark is sent off, an orange and red-ish type being comes down and heals Bulwark up and saves the party and gets them out of there and uses a portal to transport back to Nophis. When they are transported back, it reminds this new character of the first time that they were in this room. And it was just a few weeks ago that just basically you have a moment of deja vu. we're going to talk about the moment of deja vu. So again, we go back in Nophis. We are in the center of dreams. All the doors, and the big archway, and we're standing on cloud. And Nophis is sitting there, floating with his legs crossed, just thinking. That is in deep thought. He looks over, and what looks like a haze, a cloud forms, and he sees a group of heroes going through this staircase. So he sees them conjuring. The staircase blesses them multiple times with the stairways of light and desire. He's very interested in these group of people. They're like, they must have something special about them if they can summon two steps of light. So he just goes through and watches the best he can. So through and sees their interactions and see how they do. So he talks to himself, saying, these people might be able to help with this infection we've had through several portals. I will watch them and see if they can accomplish this for me. He goes, but I need to make sure that they stay alive. So I believe they might need a guide to help them, because I really don't need them stuck in here for weeks while this infection comes through. He says, what should I do? It's like, I could send Joa, or I can send Jonna, or Fauna. No. It's like, I have them doing other things. So what I need is someone that will follow what I want, but have freedom. So again, he's watching the adventures. This goes on for a couple weeks. He's watching the adventures. He's like, ooh, man, they're getting the crap kicked out of them. Ooh. He's like, oh my gosh, they almost died. Ooh, oh, someone did die. Oh, he said, these guys are just going to waste their lives. It's too valuable for them to pass away. What they need is the ability to prolong their adventures. That's it. I knew it. It's like a cleric. A cleric would be the thing that they would wish most for. I've heard it. So, because like anytime someone says I wish or I want, and it comes through here through the whisper dreams. He said, I've heard it several times. I wish we had a cleric. Your wish is granted. And he puts his hands up, and clouds start swirling around and starts filling with flames. He said, I need someone to fuel the flames of life. Fire, so get the blood going and heal and help. So he opens the door to the fire elemental plane. And he pulls in fire from that fire elemental. He says, but I need someone from light. And he opens up a door to the astral plane, and he pulls down what looks like stardust through. And then he pulls in air, and he says, but I need someone able to have compassion. He pulls it all together, and it swirls around. And he says, and I need attitude. And so he goes down and through, and it's what forms and materializes is. And so it's like a fire genocide. So at least that's what it looks like. He goes, hello, young one. How are we today? So you see this large genie. Again, he's got his MC Hammer pants and nice little vest. Big old big old mustache. He's purple and blue mostly, and it's like he's like hazy, like clouds are flowing. He's sitting on like what looks like a cloud sofa. So, hello,
Okay.
hello, little one. So it's like I know my presence is pretty spectacular. So he sits there and does a little dance with his pants. He says, "Aren't they? They're just spectacular."
I can't with that.
He does a little twirl. It's a ta-da. So I can't do a Robin Williams voice or anything.
So this little character, I am kneeling, and I
no.
happen to look
Stand
up.
Stand up, little one. Stand up,
I
little one.
look up at him and I say, "Your wish is my command."
So it's like, my wish? Usually people want to take wishes from me. They don't really ask to grant them for me. So my wish is to try to keep them idiots from dying anymore. So I have brought you here in the hopes that you are a good person and a good being, and that you can keep people alive. So that is my only wish. I am not your master. So I am your confidant and friend. And what I wish is for you to go and fulfill like your purpose, and then find actually my purpose that I gave to you, and along the way find your purpose, and to tell me what's going on, because it's like I don't get to leave the staircase. So
What do we know about these people?
they're mostly good people, a little foolish, sometimes, they think that everyone's out to get them. They're very
Maybe because that's the truth.
well, little one. The world is a mean place, and that it is not fair. But you have the ability to make it a little bit more fair. Now, I've granted you certain abilities, the abilities that you can portal. It's like to different realms, the ability to heal. So using the fire in your heart to extinguish death by keeping life lit. And if you get mad, you can burn them. So
Raises an eyebrow.
it's like you need to help yourself. I've given you a few tools that might help too from my stores. The little treasure chest is open, floating beside him. So, and if you work hard, I might give you some gifts to help your friends. Hopefully, they'll be your friends. I know some of them are pretty mean, but nothing that you can't overcome. I think. Nope, that's not what I want.
He's giving us nice music.
Where is the music I wanted to change it to? I wanted something nice. Is there not any nice music?
No,
Well,
nice
it
music.
is your musical selection, so...
Mortal Kombat.
So,
Dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun.
but Notha says, do not think of me as your master. Think of you as your big brother with awesome pants.
Where can I get some pants like that?
You can't touch it.
So he points down, and your pants turn into white versions of the pants that he have.
Woo!
He said over the next few weeks, I will be sending you to them for you to learn a little bit about them. So that way you can sit and learn their names, and you can guide them and go forward. But until I give you the okay to step in, it's like don't. So I need to make sure that your powers come about how they're supposed to.
Yes, sir.
So then Ashram remembers the first time she met him, and she guided him through the infinite staircase to save a ton of time. Because if it would not been for this guide and her, or it, he, I don't know, he's really pretty. So like to lead him across it, like they would have not made it in time. You know, he shows up again and keeps a portal open for them. So, and then the third time, so he leads them up to this iron staircase, or I mean this staircase where they're supposed to save their good friend Bulwark, supposedly soul. It's like, because the genie Nophis grants you, you're able to part the iron cloud so they can go in, but you sit outside of the cloud waiting and waiting. So it's like you feel, thanks to your cleric powers and stuff like that, Nophis channels power to you. So you don't really have like a cleric through God. You're channeling his good intentions down. That's where you get your power. So, but he tells you, do not worship me, just appreciate me. But you start feeling like death and desperation, and then you start feeling death, but it's not like the death of your comrades, it's just death for him. And it's dark intentions, and these intentions are to drive away any good and corrupt. Which you do not like. Your channel divinity lets you know that. So then you start feeling like an overwhelming sense of dread, and the iron cloud starts closing in. At this point, you feel compelled to use your transport to go to a different plane, and then drop in on them. When you find, basically a nightmare of dead beholders and some enchanted beholder that is straddling the line between life and death, like almost a necromancer in its way, a necromancer beholder that's able to pull up all this death, which is bad. So you're able to complete Bulwark and then portal away before this necromancer beholder closes you guys in. You all end up going back to Nophis, is where we're at. So, and Nophis sends everyone to the boat except you. And then, so Nophis goes, so, what do you think of your companions after being around them a little bit?
They're going to need all the help they can get.
So that's what I thought too. Aren't they? They're a bunch of idiots. So
Sigh.
I'm like keep them alive. They're very entertaining. It's like you always have the ability to come back and transport into the. So if you're there, you can pop in. It's like they might need guidance. Like their world, as I have found out about, does not have a lot of magic in it. The magic there is raw and undefined. Everyone wants it. It's emanating throughout the multiverse. So, but luckily, we can get anywhere in the multiverse. So if they need items or things like that, you can help guide them through the staircase. And you can cut the time through the staircase to where they're going in half, and you might be able to guide them and keep them alive from doing mistakes. Just beware, I cannot protect you from the deck of many things. It is outside of my domain. So, and understand there might be a day someday that you will have to draw from it if you feel compelled to help them, or if you just feel like it's the right thing to do. But no one can make you. So the choice is yours. And someday you will not need me, and you will venture off in the world, and I will miss you, and I will wish that you wish you. Oh wait, sorry, I got ahead of myself.
I'll always come visit you.
I'm sorry, I will. Make sure to keep your pants clean. So he does a little twirl for you. And he says, "Go with your new friends, or hopefully to be your new friends." And with that, he opens the door, and you walk through, and you're going to end up on the ship. And it's almost sunrise.